Hey, welcome my stars. Got a build day, finally. Sorry about the delays. And it's not great that I changed it to once a month and then it immediately got delayed by several weeks. We're doing it today. Well, yeah, it's been a week, been a month. But hey, we're here. I've got a couple nice ones. There's just some interesting cool things. They're both special limited availability stuff. So both these in the last year I got as gifts with purchases. So they weren't commercially available. They were just if you bought other stuff, So got those for us. And yeah, if we've got more time afterwards, we'll do a bit of our usual web games, game duel and such. I hear that the mini crossword, is behind a paywall now though, so not doing that. All right. Let's get us right on over to build view. One moment. The face cam being up there when we start. I should move it though before. I know. Yes, I know that you can hear me also. There we go. All right. Is that? Did I end up moving that camera at some point and then forget that I'd moved it? Meaning I. Oh, god damn. Give me a second. Why did that break? Fucking new ad on that? Counter. Oh. Hey, Mari. Let's see. Oh, wrong direction. And there we go. Counter's all back to how it should be. Don't know why it changed. Guess it, whatever I used changed size. Yeah. Now, where was I? Got camera. Is that good enough? Good enough? Good enough. Yeah, good enough. Oof, doing these once a month means I should have really checked instead of just glancing at it and going, yeah, it looks fine. Should actually, examined. Ah, well. You live and learn. What else? So I do not miss alerts. There we go. And now we're going to get building. Let's see. This one first. Alright. Got this one. Nice little flower. Flower pot. It's got flowers. Where did... Oh, yeah, they're over there. Thing about these gift with purchase sets is that they're always taped shut. It's not, they don't got the holes in them for you to just punch your thumb through and rip it open. I'd actually get scissors. Alright. Okay. Let's see, we got 3 bags. Oof, one of them is... There we go. Let's see. All right. Yeah, starting off with the base. Pretty simple. Just gonna do this a few times. Interesting. All right, so we're just gonna curl these on under here. Yeah. Oh, why is it snails first? I thought I'd set up for the other one first, and I didn't even look there. Ah, we'll do snails next. I'm sorry about that. Give me a second, Penny. But hi. See, I did set it in with nope, that's not even today. We will do snails. We will do snails. I already started on the other one though, and I must have clicked the wrong one when I start. I must have, yeah. Whoops. I have them all pre-set up, okay? But yeah, flowers and then snails. You know, I have to have the flowers first so we can coax the snails to come on over. You know. We have to make a good environment for the snails, and then they'll come to us. Mm-hmm. Right, how are we putting these? Just okay. Ah, ooh, pretty flowers. Probably gonna go like over here, but let me build the other one first. Presuming. Yep. When was I supposed to put this in? I see it there. Huh. Right then. Alright, well. Hmm. Yeah. Oh no, they don't go together. They just. Actually, these ones do. Okay, we're good. We're good. Never mind. We're. Woohoo! I have made no mistakes ever. Hmm. There. Hmm. Oh. Okay. We're just gonna grab all these. Two. just gonna build those up. 4, 2, 5, 5 high, and then yeah, make them 5 high. Put the little thing on top, and then flowers. Okay, so one of these just goes right on top of there, making it a really long one. Nice and long. Very pretty. Give y'all another closer look at this. And this one just kind of stuck on right there. Kind of comes out at an angle. Looks good though. Like that-ish. Oh no. Ooh, saved it. Haha. Alright. Okay, so pretty much everything that's left everything that's left that we're actually gonna use. So let's actually put those to the side, that to the side. We'll need 2 of those. And we're good. Wait, and we're good. Alright, so just combine these. Interesting. Wrong side entirely. Why am I like that sometimes? There we go. And then we can slide these in to here, it would seem. Interesting. Four, five, 8, 9. There we go. You. Got you. And 3 of these. Huh. Okay, so start by just kind of combining some of these. Ah, ooh. Hmm. This is a very wobbly connection, these two pieces. But, you know, it's staying together. It's just very wobbly, which is concerning. That's not how Lego normally works. But it's a pretty yellow flower. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. All right, little rose. We've done roses before. We've done plenty of roses before. Oh wait, no, I've done plenty of roses before. They're over there. I did not do those on stream. um. Am I blind? Oh, right there. Was a little bit blind. slightly different rows than in the past. But only a little bit. A little bit more streamlined. Like a simpler design. But only a little bit. Alright, so we made all these symmetrically asymmetric bits, and now we just kind of have to fold it all in. See? There we go. See? And we have a little pink rose. Let's tighten that up just a smidge. Oof. There we go. Ooh, and we've got a little more filled around it. This is different. There you are. Alright, so start with these. Oh, forgot. Do that a little bit right there. Alright, so this way, and then just go around. Wait, yep. Oof. Okay. Got a little bit more. Probably gonna put those on right there. Ooh. This isn't quite... Yeah, not quite something I've done before. Just don't drop that there. But let's get these curve worked out. And I think we have it. Our flower. Our last flower. Yep, that was pack 3, right? Yep. And there we have our nice little flower pot. Very, very nicely arranged, I'd say. I think I want to shift these a little bit around so you can get a little more of these purple flowers, and then use this as more of a backdrop instead of yeah. Let's see. So yeah. There we go. Like this. Huh. Yeah, I mean, well, this is a very nice little decorative set. I said this, I think, before you joined. This was actually a gift with purchase set, or at least I remember it being a gift with purchase set. I don't remember buying this on its own. But like, they've got some even better stuff like this. That's yeah, like this kind of idea, but like more. They've got a lot of really neat flower sets these days. Is what I'm trying to say. You know, very decorative, very nice. You know, and this one came with its own little base. A lot of the flower sets have are just the flowers, you know, and so you have to figure out your own vase or something. You know, that's fine. Just like any other flower, you know, you don't need, you don't normally buy a bouquet of flowers and with a vase. You do sometimes, you can, but mostly you just buy a bouquet of flowers. So it's a very nice replication. But yeah. Yeah, that too. Ugh, I cannot keep a plant alive. I just can't. So, you know, I cannot underwater a Lego flower. In theory, I could overwater it, I suppose, but since I'm so neglectful, I don't water it at all, you know? Which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now we got the little snailies. All right. Snails. Looks like it's a 2 instruction set. Let's just kind of slide this one down here. Its flowers are bone dry, Garden Ramsey. Fair. I'm here to help your business, and you bring me boxed flowers? Also Garden Ramsey. Garden Ramsey needs to bring a nice fresh bouquet. Yeah. Yeah, finally some real fucking floral arrangement. Huh. All right. Playing to see with the snails, they've got a little bit of a diorama base on them and a little log. So we're probably going to be doing that before we actually get to the actual snails. Oh, this one's got an intro. Oh, this one was a spring, was the spring 2024. Oh no, in the spring of 2024. This probably came out after 2025. Yeah, we do love log. Yeah, so this was done by a fan designer who I guess won the fan design from France, won the Lego fans hearts and votes in the building challenge. Build the gift with purchase set of your dreams. Oh, cool! So we got a special fan designs. It was a fan design set. I didn't even know that. I've just had this sitting in sitting in my closet for half a year. We need 4 of these, but these other 2 pieces are not... Oh, wait, no. We need the black one. Brown ones are good. Okay. A lot of greenery on the ground. And a bit of water. Oh, the snails are gonna love this water. This, and then... water. Nice base layer for our snails. You know, you're gonna have a nice log, a little bit of water, a rock, and bag 2. So this bag 2 is pretty much just gonna be the log, it looks like. Ooh, caught it. Saved it. Huh. Mm-hmm. Well, oh wait, that's not a. That's a. Whoops. There. And then where? Wait, this goes on like this? Yeah, like this. Okay. I do not have. Did it say I needed these for this step? All right, I didn't. Well, they're not far if I need them. Or for this bag, not this stuff. But yeah. No, okay, we've built the lone's bone. Did I say loans? We've built the log's bone. Don't clip that. Don't. Yeah. Lone spog, yeah. Lone spog sounds. That sounds wrong. You gotta. What are you telling me? Pilots don't have whimsy? Pilots aren't out here taking any opportunity they can to like no. Uh Honestly, it is a well-known fact that I like Star Wars, and while I can appreciate some of Spaceballs jokes, I've never actually liked it. I've never liked Spaceballs. Kind of like how I can appreciate some of the like Star Wars Robot Chicken, but I've never liked it. Like I've just never liked it. Like as a whole, like I feel like as far as Star Wars satire goes, like parody, like satirical parody, um, yeah, like I mean, it's not even that it's just a very long bit. I just feel like it's not a bit that's for me. And some of the jokes in there are for me, but like the bit itself is not. Cuz ultimately when it comes to stuff like that, it really does feel like the bit isn't, oh, isn't Star Wars funny? It's, oh, aren't these things stupid? You know? Like, and yeah, there's some stupid stuff in Star Wars, but I don't think Star Wars as a whole is stupid, you know? And like there's distinction. Like I can make fun of Star Wars. I can laugh at things in Star Wars. I can rip so many pieces of it apart, but like I know that I'm coming from it in a different place than I feel like most of these other stuff comes from, you know? Yeah. That's why I think as far as like parodies go, I think the best parodies are the ones that still take still take the source seriously, you know? Like, yeah, we're here to make fun of it and joke around and point out all the ridiculous stuff inherent to the setting, but like fundamentally, we still take, if you still take it seriously, you know, that's what matters. And hey, bye. Sorry. Ooh, bots. Yeah. Yeah, a parody with depth and critique, I will always view more favorably than a parody that's just there to point and laugh, you know? Like you see it in a lot of parody material where it's not that they want to make a point about why something's funny or how it's funny. They'll just take something and then play it in as exaggerated way as possible so that you can so that the weird parts are just shoved in your face, or something like the obvious thing is even more obvious. And it doesn't all it does is really say that there's something in there that, when taken non-seriously, is absolutely, you know ridiculous. But like, the original material usually doesn't take it completely non-serious. Usually in the original material it is a serious part of it, or something, or it's just some throwaway little bit, or you're poking at just something that wasn't really meant to be focused on. And now you've derailed the entire plot, just pointing out a joke that you saw. You know. Honestly, yeah, it could be more accurate to say that Spaceballs is a caricature, because I don't really think it says much about Star Wars. It just takes the aesthetic of Star Wars, and then makes a bunch of jokes, and then it's not even strictly about Star Wars. Because they've got the like bit of jokes from all sorts of other sci-fi's from the era, but like, it is primarily about Star Wars, or jokes centering Star Wars. Um, but like, it doesn't, like, Pizza the Hut. Like, okay, that could be a slightly humorous just nod at the, you know at the random concurrency of words. But like, I don't know, it just takes a little too far, sometimes, I think. Fair. Fair, you're right. It does feel like it was because of just what was going on at the time. And sometimes, I mean, that's entirely valid. I think sometimes a creator just needs to get the gunk out of their head and just do one big joke. And so, like, yes, I'm not saying that this is not art on its own. I think that there is still something to be viewed and enjoyed about it by the right audience. I'm not that audience. Yeah. Yeah, that too. It was just kind of like a, even from the standard we're starting from, it was very much just a grab bag of just random sci-fi, buzzwords, basically. Um, but I mean, people liked it. It's not that it was completely without merit. It just wasn't for me. It was for someone who just kind of has vague knowledge of sci-fi, but doesn't really watch sci-fi. That's who I feel like the Spaceballs audience was for. Was someone who's like, sci-fi, that's a big thing. I hear about the Star Wars all the time. I've seen it at some point or something. Um, but like, I don't really get it, and then Spaceballs is a movie for you. Um, it's about seeing that weird thing that your friends are into and going, well, that's kind of weird, kind of funny, and just not engaging with it, and instead just, deciding to riff on it. And again, you know, you can do that amongst yourself. Don't do that to the friend who likes Star Wars, though. I'm the friend who likes Star Wars. Anyway, Lone Bone, yes. Thanks for bringing us back on topic. Ooh, ooh. Mushroom. Ah, whoa, ah. They actually do, or they used to make this piece with like a print on it, like the white spots on it, so that it's very obviously, like, the piece is very obviously for a mushroom at that point. I wonder if they still make those. Hey, Nally. What's up? We are doing a build day, so, you know. And then we're building snails right now. Oh. Yeah, I heard. I heard that losing your voice was a symptom of the yeah, good, you're better. Yay. But yeah, I heard that losing your voice was a symptom of the most recent chain of or strain of COVID, so be careful. Oh, hi there, Oghildinator. Oghildinator. Welcome. Hi. Yeah, health good. Oh, just an upper okay. Fair. Like I said, I only heard. I heard you lost your voice, and I was like, okay, be careful, be safe. You get them twice a year? Girl. I feel bad hearing that. Like that just sounds so horrible. You only get sick twice a year though. Okay, well. Okay. Trade-offs, am I right? Trade-offs. Yeah, absolutely monkey paw situation. Let's see. This goes right here. We got a little bee. There's a bee buzzing around the log. If I could, honestly, if I could be sick, horrible upper respiratory infection twice a year, but only that twice a year. Oof. If it was regular, if it was a regular occurrence, if it was like twice a year and I know when it's going to happen, I could go for that. But randomly twice a year? No. Oof. Yeah, and then also as you get older, it's gonna linger longer. Yeah. Always spring and fall. Okay, you know what? Then yeah. I mean, I could do that. I don't know if I'm still not sure if that's the choice that I'd want to make per se, but I could do it. Oh, that does make sense. Linking it being linked to allergies. Do you think you're allergic to, I don't know. What is in common at both the beginning of spring and fall? Allergic to bacterial infections. Whoops. So Og Hildinator, if you're still, if you haven't scared you off, what's your take on seasonal disease? I gotta ooh, there's one more piece. Oh, ads, yeah. Hey, thank you, Natalie. Yeah. Oh, hey, that's 10 right now, or 10 since the last. Cool. Yay! Thank you. Thanks, Natalie. I appreciate, but also, Snoop hit 361 sub. Yep. No ads. Yeah. I almost forgot. I need to open up the new instructions. We're doing the snails finally. Okay, well, we've got a little plants first, and then the snails finally. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is a good Lego piece for, especially for snail cells, but in general, I don't know if I've seen this kind of a swirl before. They probably made it for this set, like the print pattern, yeah. Here, right, like this. You want it like this? You will be a good girl. Ooh, the blue ones also have a nice swirl. See, not my thing. So that's why we're not focusing on it. I just acknowledge that it is. And I definitely know plenty of people who are into it. Gonna go think about the weather? Yeah? Yeah? And now the weather? Ooh. October. Can't wait. Oh, are you streaming every day for the first week of October? Almost. What's your when did you promise that you're gonna stream every day? Oh, you're marathoning Resident Evil? Fair. I should do something for October. Hey y'all, give me suggestions for doing something for October. Where is? Right there. Yeah, I haven't been. So I actually had to take October off last year, even. Horrible circumstances. But yeah, no, this October I should. So technically, control. That's a. Alan Wake Signalis and Control is good combo. Interesting. Like Alan Wake and Control, obvious, but then adding Control, I mean Signalis in there, um, inspiring, honestly, or inspired. Eh. I need to know, Penny, when I say what should I do for, uh, Penny. What should I do for October? Does not necessarily mean scary, just spooky. I am not doing a horror game franchise. You got can't you if you think this is a hardcore horror game, you gotta be thinking differently. All right, something else. Um, I ain't doing it. I should play Subnautica. Oh no, I shouldn't play Subnautica. Yeah. Well, good luck. What's your sub goal for Subnautica? Ooh, pumpkin carving game. That would be fun. Oh, I want to get Halloween off of work, but I do work that day, but I'm going to try to get it off. So yeah, if you're going to do something on the day of Halloween, do invite me to that. I'll figure out. Hmm, 70 subs. Damn. No, it's not. Where is the right piece? There you are. Graveyard Keeper? Graveyard Keeper, okay. Post a link about it or info about it in the Discord server, and I'll look into it because I do want to do something for October. I really wasn't thinking about it like actively, and now it's so close that I'm realizing that I don't have anything planned. So, ah, like Stardew Valley, but okay, fair. Maybe something. If it's like, ooh, so price does factor into this decision. That is a very $4 is a very big draw to that. But I want something that is not too long, but also not too short. Something that I can play through October, but shouldn't reasonably take longer than October. You know. Um, and then also something that either I can dedicate time to away from my normal streaming or instead of normal streaming. So that means that if I can get Spiritfarer done, then I want something that we can play on both Mondays and Wednesdays. But Sunday would still be for Silksong because I want to play that. But if I can't get Spiritfarer done, then I'm gonna need to. It's gonna need to be something that I can fit in around the rest of my schedule. Yeah, how you doing with Hollow Knight? Ah, I loved Hollow Knight. Yeah. Oh yeah. Control. You are doing enough games. Control bleeding in. Fair. Yeah. Ooh. What's up with the? Oh, in You have no idea where to go in Hollow Knight? Uh, Oof, it's been so long since I've played that. What are you currently doing? What was the last thing you did? What region are you in? Ah, all right. Next time, next time you stream Hollow Knight, um, yeah. Okay, when you start streaming, I have plans tomorrow, so I can't watch the entire stream. But, um, before you go live, let me know. Give me a heads up when it's happening, and I'll drop in to see if I can help you right at the beginning. At least get you going. Oh wait, shit! I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. When are you actually streaming? Um, because I might physically not be able to because I will be in a dentist chair. Around 6 maybe? Okay, good. Yeah, we're good then. We're good. I just wanted to make sure you weren't streaming early for some reason. Well, it's Hollow Knight. I don't know. Sometimes with these, like... Yeah, pull it up. Fair. You know what? I could just pull it up on my phone while in the dentist chair. That is totally something that I'd be allowed to do. Girl. Normal time. You're talking to the streamer who streams at like 10 p.m., okay? I work... My day job keeps me, like... Oh, yeah, you know what? Fair. VODs. VODs are a thing. I, I can help you... I can check on that later also. And if you want no spoilers, I'll check your VOD and I will... Like, limited spoilers. I'll check your VOD and then I'll get you the information you need. That's what I'll do if that's what you'd like. Um... Oh, there you are. You've not gotten far? Alright, then I have a few ideas where you're stuck. I just gotta see specifics. Also, real quickly, Snail. Snail. Look at her. Snail. Okay, cool. Screenshot where you explored, and then I will check the VODs to see what you've actually done in some of those areas, and then I'll let you know. All right, but I gotta finish doing this first. I'm a little busy right now. I joke. Yeah. I could just pivot this entire... I could pivot my entire channel right now and make it... No, hey, what? Natalie, I need you to know. I need you to know. My Monday streams have barely anyone talking in them. We don't... This is something. This is something, all right? You're not monopolizing you're monopolizing an empty room. Yeah, we had a full literary analysis before you showed up. Well, that's just what we do on Mondays, all right? Yes. Honestly, you and Penny are my chat. Actually, let me see. It says that chat right now is... Yeah, you, Penny, and Mari. And, hi, Mari. Hope you enjoyed some of our talking about, Spaceballs. Yeah. No, this is... Look, right now, I am such a small streamer. This is a conversation between two people is what that's what I aim for most days. Hey, it's just you and me. I'm saying that to both of you individually, but hey, it's just you and me. Also to whoever is watching the VOD, hey. Yeah. Where? Oh, there it is. Yeah, exactly, exactly. This is to everyone who watches and drops in. You can get in on the ground floor. Nixie Cat and I, we're such small time right now. You can get in on the ground floor. Come here, show up, say hi, immediate friendship. All right, all right. Anyone who comes in and says hi one time, that's all it takes. You're my friend now. All right, all right. And you want to keep coming? You want to keep showing up and hanging out? You fun to chat with? You're in on the ground floor. This is peak parasocial interaction time. All right. Yeah, honestly, for the low price of a monthly subscription, I will be your friend. Let's see. I can do a better line read for that. Okay. Gotta embody the character. Have you ever wanted a parasocial relationship you could say was yours and not another person's? Have you ever wanted a friend that was online and in your phone and always available to you specifically because you're watching their videos? Well, hi, I'm Nyx. Welcome to Erudite Geek. I stream on Twitch, and for the low price of one monthly subscription every month, I too can be your parasocial friend. There. That good enough? Better. Okay. Don't. No. BetterHelp, no. This is. Hi. This is Nyx at Erudite Geek. We here are anti sponsored by BetterHelp. Okay, hydrate real quickly. Thanks, Morg. We here at Erudite Geek, I'm Nyx, are anti sponsored by BetterHelp. Do not give them your money. Go somewhere else. Yeah. Literally anywhere else. Like, I can't guarantee that literally anywhere else is better than BetterHelp, but I can guarantee you that literally anywhere else could be. Did I say could be both times? What? First time was supposed to be would be. I can't guarantee would, but like. Yeah. Yeah, well, talk to someone on the street if you have to, you know? Uh, Presuming you're not having an actual full on like mental breakdown, then don't talk to someone on the street because that's how you get the cops called on you. I'm sorry, I do have to say that you know don't do that, don't if you can avoid it. But like we do not treat people well in this country if they are not doing perfectly well. And nobody is. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not actually a doctor. Do not take what I say as better advice than what you get from a real trained professional. BetterHelp is not real trained professionals. That's all I'm saying. Hmm. Interesting. I thank you. Oh, these jawbones. Yeah. BetterHelp is a chiropractor for your psyche. Yeah. Look, I thought it was weird at first. Also, I'm like, really? I don't know. I was gonna complain about a compliment though. But yeah, these are these are jawbones. I was told they were muskrat. I know the person who made them. I mean, not the jawbones, but made them into earrings. Um, I'm not friends with a muskrat, unfortunately. Yeah, that's why it was weird. It's like, we Penny, we know each other. Penny, complimenting my bone structure is a little odd, right? Just randomly, right? That's not just the. I'm a little too autistic though, so maybe standards have changed recently. Is that in now? Fair. Oh my, wait. Oh, eyes. Other one didn't have eyes, right? What do we have? It is for just swapping them out. Oh, oh, oh. I'm actually gonna put them on both sides like this. Yeah. Snail. And sleepy snail. Happy snail. My rock. Oh no. There it is. Let's see. Huh. Where does that piece go? Oh no. Oh no. I think I missed a piece. Let's see. I think I missed two pieces. I missed a couple steps on the first snail. Let's see. Yeah. And then there's probably, yeah. Whoops. My bad. There we go. Snails. Oof. I don't play Marvel Rivals. I I have been tempted to pick it up so many times. I actually do in fact have, let's see, I believe I did in fact. Yeah, there it is. I did add it to my Steam library, although I'd never downloaded it, or but it's there in my Steam library, and I've been tempted to try it a few times. I don't like season pass stuff. I don't like any game that has a season pass on principle. Like, I don't. I am too easily swept up in those things where I'm like, okay, I have to play, if I want to get all the season pass things, or I want to get through the season pass, then I have to play for like the entire month. And I would be okay. I'd be more okay with season pass stuff if they were much more generous. Like, a season lasted an entire year, and you really only had to play it for like a month, maybe, to get all the things in it. I know, completely counter to anything they'd actually do, but that's the best way in my mind. Deep Rock Galactic, absolutely. I have nothing bad to say about that form of season pass on its own. It's still a season pass. I'm not a fan of it because of that. Because I also think that there's inherently a sense of FOMO because of it. Because if you do not play at this specific time, there is stuff you cannot get. Just straight up. I don't like that. I want to be able to play the game when I want to be able to play the game, But if you're going to have a season pass, Deep Rock Galactic absolutely does it the best. Especially because you don't even have to pay to join the Deep Rock Galactic season pass. Yes, there's it's a very long pass. I've never actually played through all of a Deep Rock Galactic season pass though. Fortunately, I'm not so into that game that I've been like, I need the stuff from the season pass, But like Marvel Rivals, I love Marvel stuff. I read the comics. I've watched most of the MCU. Look, even I'm dropping off on the MCU. Okay, I have not actually seen what the Helldivers season pass structure is like. I think from what I've heard that it's good. I haven't actually seen it. I was gifted Helldivers 2, but I've still yet to actually play it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they never go away? Are you... They never go away? Okay, you know what? I take it back. That is the perfect way to do a season pass. Deep Rock Galactic gets second place now. Yeah? Never. Okay. I'm willing to play Helldivers 2 then. Well, no, not really. I'm willing to try it. Granted, I was gifted. I was willing to try it already. I just hadn't gotten around to playing with the friend that gifted it to me. But like now, I feel a little bit more okay with it. Still, there's a slight problem with the, how do I say it? there's a slight problem with the general vibe of the player base. Yeah. Let's actually bring this up here. Ah. Let's get my mouse pad back up here and my mouse nicely situated back on her home. Oh my god, why did I have to make it sexual by identifying that the mouse was a girl? Well, I've never. So, I have never heard my mouse respond to me, so I don't think we've passed the Bechdel test. I believe the mouse does in fact have to reciprocate the conversation. Um, but you know what? I'm prepared for the future where I'm proven wrong. One moment. I will be not actually leaving, but moving the camera. Ah. All right. Back, y'all. There we go. Oh, wait. Boop. And then let's actually swap. Ah! Ooh. Yeah. All instruments of gaming, I have had those kinds of conversations with. Mouse, why are you like this? Right? No, please. Oh, stop drifting. Ross O'Donovan's egg stream? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. I fundamentally live under a rock sometimes. Um, Not for a lack of trying to know what's going on in the world or on the internet. I don't know, there's so much. An entire inventory of eggs in Final Fantasy 14? Why would what I mean, I guess the first step to committing to eating an entire inventory of eggs in Final Fantasy 14 is to get an entire inventory of eggs in Final like basic ass cheapest eggs possible, or just like an entire inventory of eggs in general. And like I don't know, I'm just curious. Was it all the same egg, or was it just, a stack of this egg and then a stack of that egg, and tens of thousands of eggs. Yeah, it's a lot of eggs. I think if that was like an IRL challenge, that streamer would be dead. Streamer would have drowned in egg. Or was the most absolutely egg dense inventory. Fair. All right. All right. Voice macro. Then you gotta use. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that I figured that's you got. Honestly, I kind of just figured there was a macro cuz like you just said and it would do them all, but like I guess if it ended up being more than just one inventory of eggs, then yeah, you gotta leave and get more and oof. All right, all right. Hmm. Egg, egg, egg. Fair. Ah, them Australian streamers. Of course. Of course it would be Australia. Alright, so remove that from... Oh! Hey, Morg! Hope work's treating you alright. Alright. Yes. Okay, let's do our round of web games. You know. Oop, wait, no, sorry. Let's connect. Let's start with connections. Let's see if we can get them. Wow, okay. Am I spelling it wrong? Oh, there it is. Okay. Done. All right. And we're back down to gaming. And I need window capture. Okay, we got the right window. And on. There we go. All right. We haven't done this in a while. I'm a little rusty because I don't really practice all that much when I'm not streaming. I do sometimes, but not always. So let's see how bad I do. All right. So length, volume, area, perimeter, immediate. Right? Yeah. Yellow. Easy. Easy one. Oreo. Oreo. I mean that's a brand. So I don't know, let's see. Huh. Excalibur. Ease. Aria. Aria? Like Aria, Encore, Ars? Maybe? No. Luxor and Ars? One away, damn. I know just enough about music to go, I think these two, one of those two is related to music. I think. Encore and Aria are absolutely music things. I don't know. Oreo. Ease. Ease is maybe a music term. I'm gonna have to. Okay, we're gonna experiment. Let's swap Ars for Ease, and see if we're still one away. Okay, so unless Ars and Ease are the solution, unless it's Aria, Encore, Ease, and Ars, it's Luxor. Eris? It's Eris? Eris. ARS is pronounced Eris. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Eris. Ars. Yeah, okay. Eris. Aria, Encore, Luxor. Aria, Encore, and Luxor. We're going to put that to the side for a moment. Alright, so Excalibur, Sword, Magic. Jeez. There's really only the one. There's really only one context for this word. Excalibur. Crossword. Oreo. Domino. Orca. Crossword? Words that are singular and plural? Black and white things. Okay, well. Because, like, one orca, but then you're all, you know, it's not orcas, it's orca whales, right? Right? Ah, whatever. I got it. I got it. That's is what matters. Alright, Encore Luxor. Alright, Excalibur. Ars. Eris. Oof. Eesh. A's. A's? Ias. Ace. Ah, yes. I don't know. Encore, Luxor. O's. Sure. Ars, E's, O's, A's. Honestly, I was thinking about just trying that just to, because, but yeah, let's yeah, okay. Words that sound like plural letter. R's, A's, E's, O's. R's, A's, E's, O's. I fucking hate connections sometimes. Like, I'll be honest, I was gonna try one thing, but I was just gonna do it, but since you suggested, I was like, ah, fine. Hey, done randomly, thank you. You know, doing a little bit differently with my hair, you know. So what exactly is this grouping? Las Vegas hotels, casino hotels in Las Vegas, the Aria, the Encore, the Excalibur, and the Luxor. Okay, you know what? Sure. You can connect to anything. 0 points all your, yeah. Alright. Wordle. Let's do the Wordles. Alright. Yeah, the Luxor now sounds familiar, and I think maybe I might have heard of the Encore, but... Okay. Well, it's not an A, an E, or an O. I or you. Alright. We got letters to work with. Oh, hell. Done randomly? What is your fun fact? I love fun facts. Let's see. What a wild fun fact. The animal we see as possums aren't possums. They're opossums. They're called that because when you tell someone that they go, oh, and still call it a possum. Fair. Goof. Ends in an L. Starts with an I, or has an I and a U in it, ends with an L. Ta. No, that's not. That doesn't end in an L. Sorry, I was thinking smile for a second. I was like, no, that's not an L that ends with. That's an E. That's an E. Hmm. Let's see. So if it doesn't have an I there, it's got to have an I somewhere in these. Smeal. Is that a word? Also, it can't be because I can't use e's, but I don't know if that's a word. Um let's see. Has an I in one of these spots, which means it has a U probably here. It's probably something I something UL. Um my why hmm. Fair. Let's see. Fair. Very happy to hear me pronounce it. Yeah, fun fact, you can get me to say a lot of weird stuff by just typing it in and me going, huh, how do you pronounce that? And then me just trying to like figure out all the ways to potentially pronounce it. Yeah, you know, don't use that for evil. um Wiz what L UL. Yeah, there are a lot of rivers just named River. Yeah. Um cool. Cool. Hmm. Let's just get some letters out of the way and see if I'm right about where the I should be. Um, no. I guess it must start with an I then. It starts with an I. All right. Um, I I don't like words that start with I's. Um, hmm. Fair. A lot of linguistic stuff comes from misinterpretations and mistranslations. Like and people thinking that something's more or less generic than what they're be you know like if I ask a question like what is what is this, what is this, and you respond flowers in your language, but then someone else in your language says plastic, like it's not actually flowers, it's plastic. Or what if they say um, green? They identify that most of it is green, and they say, well, it's green. There's a lot of ways that the ways that we call things comes fundamentally from how someone interpreted a question so long ago. Like within your own language, sure. You and I, we speak English, so when I say what is this, you can say Lego or flowers or whatever, and I understand that what you're indicating. But like if we're trying to figure out our languages, and I say, yeah, ceci n'est pas fleur. I don't speak French, so I tried my best. Yeah, I go, yeah, yeah. There's so many points of failure when it comes to understanding, languages, and there's a lot of little artifacts of that in especially English, where people came somewhere they knew English and tried to learn the words for something and were instead told a generic name for it, uh, or someone responded like, "What are you saying?" And it was like, "Oh, What are you saying? Ah, the great. This is the great land of what are you saying? like, yeah. Oh, and Nimrod is absolutely a very fascinating piece of linguistic drift, because it was supposed to be an ironic reference. It was supposed to be a joke, but people, kids and the common audience watching Bugs Bunny at the time didn't get it. So it's being stupid now. But Nimrod, the great hunter, from myth. Oh yeah, yeah. Also thick accents. Thick accents also play a role in this. Um, let's see, where were we? Um, is God, I hate words that start with I. I can never. I am. Im. Im. Oof. Im. Yeah. But well, I can't think of a single word where it goes, you I or I you, you know? I can't think of any. So like we're saying it would have to be like, ooh, hydrate. Thanks, Mari. Like ignore those first ones. I just put Q in. I don't know. Like it would be I you something or um you I some um fuck, I don't have an A. Shit, fucking quail is a fucking word. But it doesn't actually fit anyway. But QUI. Fuck. Fuck. It's QUI, isn't it? Qu, qu, double L. That's what I was trying to think of. I was trying to think. Yeah. I cannot believe I literally just threw a Q in there because it's what was underneath my mouse at the time. I cannot believe I threw a Q in there just because it was under my mouse. Quint. Yeah. Well, it had to end with an L. All right. Oof. Ah. Yeah, so we're doing quartal, not quintal. Quartal. It's only four. Um, quintil. Like you want to try just yeah. Gotta just invent the word quintal very quickly. I did not see the Undertale anniversary stream because I don't play Undertale. I'm sorry. I just don't. Uh, uh, uh. Um. Uh. I didn't even know there was an a stream. Oh, it was a charity stream. Okay, a wild chat. Okay, something big happened that I'm like, how do you not know about this? Like what what went on? What was the charity? What was the charity? I'll shout out. I'll shout out a random charity. Um. Oh, nice. 200K for Doctors Without Borders in 11 hours is phenomenal. Yeah, speedrunning linguistic drift. Honestly, um, that I got one word, and oh, this one also has a B. So S, U, E, and B. I know it's got those letters. I don't know where they all are. Um, in the no. But hmm. Busser. Bus. It doesn't have a T. Bust. Sure. A, it was bust. The busser. Oh, pinata or pianta. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Let's see. Jeez, we have so little working for us over there. Well, we know where a U isn't. It starts with a U, probably? No. Maybe? Yeah. It starts with a U. Um. Under. Fuck. So close. Is it utter? Is this a double D situation? Um. Yeah. Yeah. Double D. Candy. Well, technically, you can fill anything with candy. All right. I need to know that I get you mean pinata, but like, if I try hard enough, I can fill anything with candy. And I have filled many things with candy that should not have been filled with candy. Yeah, I'll fill a pianta with candy, you know? Don't don't tempt me. Okay, Jesus, I don't know where any of these letters are, and I only have 3 of them. A, R, and T. Artsy? Fuck. Arty. No. Art. But you see, you didn't say fill it with candy and hang it from a tree. Now, clearly, you're right. A Miata, I would not hang from a tree after filling with candy. I could fill it with candy, though, but then I wouldn't hang it from a tree. But see, the statement was the one filled with candy. I will fill anything with candy. Mazda Miata. Yeah, the stately Mazda Miata, staple of children's birthday parties everywhere. Duh. Yes, this is the parasocial part. Yeah, yeah. I'll fill you with candy. All right, Penny. Um. Uh. Damn it. Yeah. Damn. Okay, so it's R-A something T-Y. Rafty? Rag... Rag... Cat... Rav... Raft? No, that's really not a word. Is it a double T? Is this oh god. To be fair, it's not gonna be my candy, possibly. I'm making an underhanded threat. You know, no innuendo here. Like, we're gonna get all Willy Wonka in this, okay? Like, I will fill anything with candy, and I will go full, disappearing of children into a vat of chocolate on you if I have to prove that point. Fair. You do have to draw a line, Penny. Thank you for letting your boundaries be known. Yeah, let's... Okay, woo, we got it. Alright. Gamedel? Okay, well, that's reading into it. Let's be honest, that's reading into it. Shit, this looks vaguely familiar. I don't know. Is it a Mortal Kombat, maybe? Oh, Ninja Gaiden? Okay, so it is a Ninja Gaiden game, but which one? Hey. Yeah. Sometimes you strike psychological trauma for the sport of it. That's straight up, you know? Def, absolutely. Absolutely. This is like, is this a Final Fantasy? I don't... Rock Band, maybe? No, it's a Final Fantasy. No, it's an anime. It's not a Final Fantasy. It's just an anime game. Well, fine. We're gonna throw a Final Fantasy in here. Final Fantasy 11. I want to do 11. There you are. No, that's 9. Shit. XI. I want 11. There we are. Damn. Yeah, Wilder was absolutely in it for the game. I haven't seen the new Wonka movie, so I can't really judge that one exactly, but like it's depth. It's depth. Yeah. Guitar Hero? You think it's a Guitar Hero? I mean, I guess that is a different than I guess that is different than no, cuz it's not, it didn't pop up any of the right themes. It is an RPG and it was on PC. RPG. Terra? What the fuck is a game called Terra? It's not Saints Row. It's definitely not Saints Row. Like that is, it's an RPG. Saints Row is not an RPG. But yeah, no, you're right. It does scream this right here. You see that there's a bunch of belts there that makes it seem like it's a Square Enix game. But let's be honest, no one else has belts. So it's actually maybe not a Square Enix game. It could be Saints Row. It is kinky enough to be Saints Row. Dissidia Final? No, it's not a Final Fantasy game because it's not Final Fantasy. The only face. Huh. Let's see. Is an RPG. Huh. Alright, we're gonna give some more. Okay. So it's a bunch of anime women. I. Goddamn. How many RPGs could this be? All of them. It could be all of them. If it wasn't for the fact that I don't see a obvious discerning character, you know. Shit. Like, Bunny. Okay, it's not Final Fantasy. It's definitely not. We've already ruled out it's Final Fantasy, obviously, but the bunny's too short for it to be Final Fantasy also. Remember, Vieras are actually tall. So, but that does narrow it down. It means it's definitely somewhat fantasy. I was thinking this was a magic staff, but I couldn't quite see enough of it. It's not Final Fantasy. We know it's not Final Fantasy. I'll throw a Final Fantasy 12 in there just because I'm doing skips anyway. Might as well. See? It's not. I don't know who any of these people are. I have never seen any of these people before in my life. Why are they both wearing like the same outfit? Like, I guess they're wearing like the same outfit also. Yeah, who are you people? We're done here. Blade and Soul. A 2012 game called Blade and Soul. Never heard of it. Oh, that's not even a magic staff. That was just some fox girl, you know, with their head tilted far enough away that looked like okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a fucking person apparently. Shit. That looks familiar. It's like no. It is a woman though. Is it I do not linger on this one. Oh, fuck. Solonym. That was the name. That was her name. Fuck, I don't know how to spell this. So Outer Wilds. Solanum. Okay, first of all, are you telling me that this is the only character from Outer Wilds that they've got an image for? All right. The previous game was a Korean MMO. Pay to win PvP. I'm familiar what an MMO is. Yeah. Where the fuck is Gabbro? What Solanum? This is the only. All right. Yeah. All right. We played that. Road budget sandbox? What I don't know what road budget. Fuck it. No, you know what? Trucker. Let's throw a trucker sim in here. Trucking, American Truck Simulator. Sure. It is a indie simulator game. Okay. Fair. Honestly, I miss the Outer Wilds. We should go back and do achievements sometime. Cities Skyline. Honestly, you know what? That is a good direction to be taking this. Some sort of like city building sim. Blueprints, hydraulics simulation. Okay, so it's an in Polybridge? Polybridge. You know what? You're right. I was thinking something like that, but I couldn't remember the name of this one particularly, so I was trying to think in general. But yeah, Polybridge. Huh. Nah, sorry, Mari. Oxygen Not Included would have been a good get. Well, does Oxygen Not Included doesn't have roads though, does it? But yeah, hey, we've all seen the clips of this game. Honestly, yes, roads made me think of City Sim also, so that's what I was trying. Yeah, no, hey, Mari, thank you for this suggestion. Thank you. I really don't be sorry. All right. Let's see. We want Blade and Soul will be our guess to start off, and it is completely wrong. Almost as wrong as it could be. Good. All right. So a more recent game. Let's throw in a Tears of the Kingdom. Blade and Soul 2. No. Look, okay, yes, you're right. As a first clue, but like that's the first clues department. That is absolute. I feel like Road was actually a pretty solid first clue for that kind of a game. For judging based off of how they structure the clues for keywords. Keywords is such bullshit sometimes. Yeah, PC fantasy. No, it's PC not fantasy game that's third person. It's yeah, it's an open world or a sci-fi, but not necessarily both. Open world sci-fi. Andromeda, maybe? That's kind of open world-ish, right? Ish? Not really. But enough for me to see if it's not a sci-fi. It's an open world game that came out between 2018 and 2022. Oh my god. And it's not a fantasy or a sci-fi. Okay. You're right. The lines from the action does kind of make the wizard look like he's just like, you know. Let's see. It's on PS4 or Xbox One. It's an open world game. It is not an adventure, not a shooter, not an RPG. It is single player and either multiplayer or co-op, but not both. Or more. Low resource system Gandalf, absolutely. It's more than just third person. It's like third person and first person. 2018 to 2022. Open world game. Watchdog Legion, maybe? That might be a sci-fi, though, but it might not count as a sci-fi. Let's see. It does count as a sci-fi. Narrows us down. We got a 2-year mark now, though. 2018 to 2019. And we still have no clue what's going on. Okay. Open world game. I'm gonna invent the first fourth person game, alright? The first fourth person game is is this a fourth person game? Is a fourth person game watching a streamer play? Yeah, Penny, I think Red Dead 2 does fit. And it's not sci-fi or fantasy, so it could be. No. No, it's not. Came out in 2018 also. We got the year exactly on now. Fourth person is a real-time narration of a third-person game. Fair. Jeez. Okay, so it is a 2018 open world game. Open world action game. It is action. We should specify that it is an action game. So let's see. That counts as fantasy though. God of War is absolutely fantasy. It's a good guess. It's fantasy. It's definitely fantasy. We know it's not fantasy. Fortnite? It's not a shooter. It's definitely not a shooter. Fuck it. Let's get some. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That's like the one thing I did that doesn't help me. Oh my god, that's exactly what we already knew. I hate the clues sometimes. Hey, Artnumbra. Thank you. Monster Hunter World? That feels fantasy, but you know what? We're not being too picky right now, I guess, actually. You know what? Cuz I'm just trying to at this point it was fantasy. Hey, Mari, save us. Help. Huh. Open world action game. An open world action game. And it's not an adventure, it's not an RPG, it's not a shooter. It's gotta be like some sort of simulator, you know? It's gotta be like... Someone said God Sim. You know what? I didn't even realize I... No, it's not God Sim. Okay. Mountain Blade Bannerlord? Sure. Damn. Okay, well, it's not a simulator game. What does that leave? Okay. Genres. Give me the genres tooltip. Come on. I need to know what genres there are. Fine. King's Quest 12. Spider-Man. Nier Automata. No, Nier Automata is absolutely sci-fi. Okay. Let's see. Genres. Themes. First and third person. Ugh. Spider-Man? I don't know. Which Spider-Man, though? Was Marvel Spider-Man 2018? I think Marvel Spider-Man was later. There it is. Was there one that was just called Spider-Man 2018 that I missed? No? Alright. Marvel Spider-Man, yeah. Oh, that was 2018. Superhero is a theme, though. Okay. Yeah. Spider-Man... See, here's the thing. I can see where you're coming from when you say Spider-Man is fantasy, but we have decided that superhero is its own thing. Like, you are so right that there is fantasy and sci-fi. Like, the distinction between fantasy and sci-fi is so arbitrary sometimes that you can call Spider-Man fantasy, you could call Spider-Man sci-fi, but the fact that it's hard to really place down between the two, and you could call it either. They just call it superhero instead. You know, it's its own thing. Mm. Yeah, it's not Fortnite though. Oh, well, we didn't actually guess that though. So you've never had a fantasy about Spider-Man? Not one? Oh, am I the weird one here then? Spider-Man is an egg. All right. Peter Parker is an egg. Art and Umbra? Yes, lesbianism. Yeah, both of you, Penny and Art and Umbra. Peter Parker, just start the estrogen, okay? I I hear you. I'm also lesbian, but like that's not a problem in this situation. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fair. Geez, did you read? Okay, Art and Umbra. Did you read the Spider Gwen comics? They basically lesbian baited. So back a couple years ago when they did the this one, this one lesbian baited us. They totally set up a potential like an actual canon relationship between Gwen and her universe's MJ, and then when they gave her her own new ongoing series, the next thing for her, canonically, the next appearance for her is she's jumped realities and she's now in a witness protection program in the main 616 reality. They just were like, they totally set up for the relationship. They didn't dive right into it, but they talked about it, and like it wasn't even just like implied. They were like, oh, we've got it. We kind of like each other, but like, you know, we're not ready to actually be in a relationship right now. And then she gets her own ongoing series, and I was like, oh, she's gonna get her own ongoing, and it takes place in the main Marvel comic continuity. And I couldn't keep up with it. If they came back around and actually made it canon with her, but I don't know because I didn't keep up with that. Yeah. Look, I have a lot of Spider-Man comics, okay? Yes, I have lots of comics and they're right here. Of course I'm going to pull them for visual reference. Okay, well, yeah, you're right. You're right, but like also Art and Umbra, Peter Parker's an egg. I'm not saying that my main fantasy are about Spider-Man. It was a joke. I'm doubling down on it. I admit. Also, we've got one guest left here. You know what? Fortnite. I don't care. It's not Fortnite, but it is Forza Horizon 4. God damn. All right. Fucking Forza. Pokidoku. Yeah, okay, DC fucking. To be fair though, they have come back around, and Harley and Ivy are a couple, but they're like not actively together. The problem with Harley and Ivy being a couple that I think is the main problem. For there was a period here where I think the main problem was that they didn't want them to have a comic book series together. They wanted them to be in separate stories, and I felt like they didn't want to really spend time on their relationship while giving them separate stories. And so that's what it also comes down to, is that whenever they are in the same comic together, there was a period where they were explicitly in a relationship and they were like being coupley together, but then they were like also in an open relationship and like poly. So like, cool, sure, fine. Like, I let you know, I'm good with that. But like, I feel like it's never they haven't had the time to really be in a relationship in the comics. So yeah, fair. Okay, Natalie. Yeah, there's a lot of instances where their relationship is very male gazy. There's also a lot of good instances of their relationship, but you're absolutely right. It does fundamentally come from a male gazy place. Um, a lot of the early instances of them being like a couple, retroactively, it's like, oh, that was them as a couple, was absolutely creators trying to do just girl on girl fan service. Like, um, very explicitly so, like to where the creators of those comics are like, no, we didn't even think about it like that. They've absolutely. But you're right. You're right. It. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Y'all are getting horny up there. Okay. Um. I know for a fact. Oh wait. Shit. I was like Hoenn and can learn. Yeah, Swampert is from Hoenn and can learn Earthquake. That's not. That's not the intersection there. That's not the intersection there. Absol. Hoenn can learn Razor Leaf. Fuck. Is the answer to all of these Tropius? Is the answer to all of these Tropius? Is Tropius the answer to literally all of these? The answer to all of these is Tropius. I'm realizing. I saw this and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna guess Tropius and I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. I I'll keep it in my back pocket. If we're on like the last guess, I'll just throw it in. um, a hoe and grass Pokemon would be. Yeah. To be fair, You've also been streaming an earlier gen of Pokemon, so yeah, you can help me. You can help me with some early stuff. But yeah, I don't know Pokemon anymore. I don't know. Uh, Estrodopius. Fair, fair. Um, Jeez, this is such a niche set of questions. I don't know who learns moves. Um, Cacnea. Yeah, I'm accepting help. Who can learn? Give me the things that learn moves. I can't on these ones. Um, as if we. I think y'all are very helpful. Um, a genetically modified estradiol producing bananas. Hop, skip, fluff, chump, bloom. Right. No, chump. Yeah, that was the third one then. Sure. Fuck. Whatever. Venusaur. Yeah. Alright. Good luck with your stream. If, wait. Is it? Oh, it is 6 now. Huh. All right. I'm wrapping up soon anyway. I'll get you your I will get you your guidance in a moment, so you can not be lost. But we're wrapping up here. We'll do this one and then Star Wars, and then so get ready to stream. I'll be ready. All right. Many legendaries. Fair. Groudon then. I don't fucking know. Groudon's got to know Earthquake, right? Yeah. A grass type that knows Earthquake though. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I know. You got time. A flying that has no evolutionary lines. Halucha. A Hoenn Pokemon that is also a grass type. Shaman. Why not? Fuck no, Shaman is Sinnoh. God damn it. Torterra is a... No, Torterra is not... Oh, Torterra might... For this one, though. Yeah. Torterra. That's... Oh, keep playing. Yes. I want to keep guessing. Further guesses will not be counted towards the community stats. Yeah, let's go. I want to keep guessing. They added the option. I'm so happy. Like, that was my one biggest complaint about this game. All right. Cacnea. Let's see if a grass type from Hoenn. Yeah. Cacnea. And then a Hoenn Pokemon that knows Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf. I don't freaking know Razor Leaf. Let's see, flying type that knows Razor Leaf. It's gotta be like a grass bird that knows Razor Leaf, right? I'm gonna make a guess here. I'm gonna make an absolute guess. No, that's not for flying type. Tropius is the only one that's a flying type that knows... Yeah, fair. Alright. Yeah, Tropius is flying grass. I know that. But, like... Has to be another flying type that can learn Razor Leaf, right? You know what? I'm gonna try. Nope. What about... Huh. Yeah, no. A Hoenn Pokemon that knows Razor Leaf, and it doesn't have to be flying type, though. I need a Pokemon that knows flying. I need a Pokemon that knows Razor Leaf that's flying, and I need a Pokemon that knows Razor Leaf that's Hoenn. 2 separate questions. Cause yeah, I don't know moves. I do not know moves. That's my absolute. That's my. I can't even muddle through it weakness. That's my just like. Sceptile? Sure. Sceptile doesn't know Razor Leaf apparently. Okay. See. It's not an obvious answer. Sceptile's not flying. Yeah, well, no, I'm asking for a type that knows Razor Leaf. Not every grass type learns Razor Leaf. It's actually a very small subset of grass types that know Razor Leaf. I know that. Yeah, all grass types should know Razor Leaf. You are right. Unfortunately... No, I'm with you. C-Dot? Shift tree. Shift tree knows razor leaf. And then a flying type that knows razor leaf that's not Tropius. Leaf blade, fair. I do remember using leaf blade a lot with my Sceptile. Granted, I didn't. My primary starter was Mudkip, so I had a Swampert, and that's why I knew Swampert had Earthquake. But I fucked up because I was like, oh, and an Earthquake, Swampert. I know that one. Oh no! Why did I no? Yeah. Yeah. Just tell me. What's a flying type that knows that's not Tropius? Okay. Rowlet! Oh, my boy Rowlet. Actually, let's just go with... Oh, you're right. Decidueye is grass ghost, not... That's why I like Decidueye. Yeah. Yeah. See? I told you these were all Tropius. Alright. Okay, Torterra and Groudon, we grabbed the most commons for those. And then... No, yeah, like, that was the joke. That's why I said, oh my god, it's Tropius for all these, cause the person who made it, Royal Pear, loves Tropius, I guess. Like absolutely. That's why yeah. But just seeing it framed like this was absolutely funny, yeah. Farfetch can learn Razor Leaf, huh? Fair. Least common. Farfetch, Razor Leaf, let's see. We didn't get any of the least commons. Alright, that's fair. Star Wars. Alright. I got this. Let's start just, Han Solo. Okay, not that human, though. Lando, then. I don't, Blue eyes. I don't know who has what color eyes. We have to get through these bullshit ones before I can actually start guessing. It's like, oh, it's a human. I wonder how many humans there are in Star Wars. Fuck off. I don't know. Does Luke have blue eyes? I don't know. Oh, sorry. Hair color gray. Oh, okay. Well, human man, gray hair. That narrows it down. Just gray hair though. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if a Jedi can learn Razor Leaf, but I'm not ruling it out. Alright, yeah. Year of Death, 14 BBY. 14 years before the Battle of Yavin. That means it's before, before Rebels, before Obi-Wan. No, after Obi-Wan. Before Obi-Wan. It's after episode 3. Yes, it's after episode 3. Sorry, I should have said that first. But it's before Obi-Wan, before... It is 5 years after. So that means it's... Could be the end of... No. Fallen Order Survivor are not... Actually, I guess those are maybe then. Huh. Terran Malicos then. Yeah. There. Yeah. Terran Malicos. Okay, picture. I see a face. It's starting to form. Okay. I can't tell which one you are. Oh. Fuck. You're... Versio. Took me way too long on that one. All right, and then we're looking for, oh, surprise, a man. Not Force sensitive, not from the prequels. Uh, uh, Yellow on human, meaning it's probably a clone, which means Rex. Okay, it's a clone. It's a clone, but it's not Rex. Let's see if we can narrow this down. Because Rex is in all. Oh yeah, he was in that one bit. Okay, Rex is in a bunch of these. Let's see if we can hit a clone that's only in two of these. Let's go for Wolf. No, you know what? Wait, what if not Tan? Yeah, Echo. Echo or shit, which one is? Yeah, Echo. Let's go with Echo because they whitewashed Echo. Yeah. When I realized that yeah, when I realized not Tan, it had to be Echo because they whitewashed him for Bad Batch. Because yeah, see, technically it's because he's being held together by a lot of cybernetics, and so all of his pigment is gone because of that or whatever. But like they whitewashed him. Uh, yeah, they sucked all the melanin out of his body. Yeah. See, like versus. Let's see if I can get a picture of a clone that like yeah 99 a little bit darker, but yeah that's not Clone Wars. Uh let's see, is there, see, like, you know the skin tone difference. Well, yeah, no. Yeah. Huh. But yeah. Thank you all. We're done for the day now. We've done our Lego builds, our lovely flowers, and our two new friends, the snails. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you. Huh. It's time for me to get off though. Remember though, on Wednesday we'll be doing more Spiritfarer. There's like a slim chance of us finishing out on Wednesday, I think. Extremely slim chance. It's probably gonna be like 2 more sessions of Spiritfarer, but like, I'll say it. There's a slim chance of us finishing Spiritfarer on next week. See, I've said it now it's never gonna happen. That's how this works with me though, and I realized that, and I still said it. Yeah. So follow and such, and come and run and hang out. Once we are done with Spiritfarer, I am open to suggestions for October. So I currently do not have something to regularly play on Mondays. I'll be explicit. We finished the first Ace Attorney trilogy. Yay! We're not jumping straight into the next Ace Attorney game. I have decided that Ace Attorney is taking way too long for me to just play it all the way through the entire series. I want to play it all. We will get to it in the long term. We will be doing one set of games every year. So next end of spring, beginning of summer-ish, we will start with the next Ace Attorney game. And then the year after, we'll do the next trilogy after that, Now, since the next game is the Miles Edgeworth duology, I might do depending on how long those take, I might do the Miles Miles Edgeworth duology and the Great Ace Attorney duology in the same year. We will see. We will see. But right now we're putting that to the side. That's for next year, okay? So we don't got anything to do explicitly next Monday. I'll find something small. I'll figure it out before then. And then, actually, is next Monday actually already? No, yes, okay. So next Monday, I'll find something small, something just for the one day. Maybe more Empire at War. We'll figure it out. Then on the next Monday, and hopefully that next Wednesday, we will be doing. I could finish Spiritfarer on Monday. That's a thought. But for October, we will be doing one game on both Wednesdays and Mondays. Is the intention. I'm open to suggestions. It's October. It's spooky season. I don't want to play a full-on horror game, but I'm open to suggestions. All right. Let me know. Go send a message in the Discord on this. Just shout out random stuff in the streaming channel on the Discord server. Link to join below. Just let me know anything. I'm open to anything that's not just straight horror, and we'll do it. Hey, thanks, Nixie. I appreciate the suggestions. Yeah. But yes. So that's what's going on. Check out the VODs to, catch up, I guess. Otherwise, if you're not. But yeah, well, it's time for me to get off. I do see that Nixie has officially started the stream, so I will send y'all over for a raid. Raid. All right. Have fun, everybody. Be good. Treat Nixie well. Chat. Say hi. We're gonna leave you now. Well, I'm gonna leave you. Huh. Nixie. All right. It's been great, y'all. I'll see y'all when I see y'all.